Office jungle chaos, herb emoji, smiley face emoji. So, last Christmas at the office, we had our annual Secret Santa gift exchange. You know, your typical awkward gathering where you pretend to be surprised by the generic mug or the world's okayest employee plaque. My gift, however, was a bit different. It was a small potted plant with a tag that simply read, "Water with care." I thought it was a cute touch, maybe something to liven up my cubicle. Little did I know, this plant had other plans. As I diligently followed the instructions, watering my new leafy friend with care, I noticed something peculiar. By the end of the first week, the plant had doubled in size. By the second week, it was resembling something out of a botany experiment gone wrong. I was slightly concerned when it started to encroach on my keyboard space, but hey, it was still just a plant, right? My co-workers began to take notice, and what started as a few jokes about my green thumb soon turned into genuine curiosity about my rapidly growing office jungle. By the third week, my corner of the office resembled a scene from Jumanji. Vines were draping over cubicle walls, and fern fronds were poking out from the ceiling tiles. The IT guy, Steve, got tangled in a particularly stubborn vine while trying to fix the Wi-Fi, and we all had a good laugh as we freed him with a pair of scissors. It was around this time that someone suggested hosting a makeshift Tarzan competition during lunch break. We all took turns swinging from the vines, complete with a few Tarzan yells that echoed through the office. HR was less than amused, but they had to admit it was the most fun we'd had in years. Finally, after a month of living in our newfound jungle paradise, the office manager decided it was time for an intervention. As we all gathered around, he announced with a serious face, "Okay folks, it's time to nip this in the bud." We all groaned at the pun, but it was hard to be mad when the whole situation had been so hilariously absurd. As we began the arduous task of trimming back the jungle, I couldn't help but think that this was the best Secret Santa gift I could have ever received. Who knew a simple plant could turn an office into such a wild adventure?